Hello? Who's lurking? Who's in here? I am changing right now. Who is in here? This. This is what Trump meant by going into teenage girls' locker rooms, unannounced, sexually. It's about right. Death metal can usually clear a room. That's true. Look, I know death metal's not everybody's favorite, but you should listen to the lyrics because I did make it about a certain mushroom gobbler that applies makeup that we recently learned. Perhaps was a topic of discussion today. So if you can get through the death metal part, you will get some lols, some laughies, some giggly doos. Who do we have in here? Is Vic getting close? Can anybody confirm? Thank you. Angela! This is my personal favorite genre of music. No joke. We'll wait to do the rest of the pre-show countdown until people start piling up. What's up, guys? How are you doing, Angela? Cat Quack. How's it going, guys? You know, it's funny. I gave Cool Vic the password to my YouTube and stuff, and then it like kicked me out of everything. And I'm not even about to try to figure all that out again. So we're gonna have one more phone stream night, even though I'm sitting on $1,000 worth of equipment that I bought recently. So we'll figure it out tomorrow. We'll take all day tomorrow, and we'll figure it out. And then Joshy will get good at stuff. What was everybody's first pet's name? Let's do that. Sit in a circle, everybody. Yield, did you get your cartoon today? I want to know if you got your cartoon. Sorry, honey, I've been having the streaming up, so when you've been sending me the pictures, I can only get one at a time, and I can't reply, and it's all super glitchy. So all I saw was the computer setup. I'm super sorry. Is this Nick Hobbs? Bro, is that my old roommate, Nick Hobbs? Is this Nick Hobbs? Or is this Nick Hobson? Oh, you know what? No. I'm getting two of my friends mixed up. But Nicholas Hobbs, thanks for being here, bud. Blue, what's up, guys? Pile up in here. Listen to the new Everybody Be Cool's theme. It's dope. Mezcal. Yield, I'm showing the cartoon tonight, so you'll see it. Steph, I got the DVD sent back to me. I thought you didn't want it, then I saw that it was returned. I think I sent it to the wrong address, so I'm going to send that back out.
Not cool, Josh.
Yeah.
You're a giant fucking nerd, Derek.
Shut the fuck up and let me finish now. Now it's my turn, okay, dude? Shut the fuck up. You think I'm joking? I'm not. Shut the fuck up.
You got 3 wishes, motherfucker. Well, I only need one. I want to never see your movie ever again. And to get a new recommendation for a movie this evening. And to never see your face again, Will Smith. I hate you. I fucking hate you.
It's so tactical. I've never seen anything more tactical than this. I'm like a tactician.
I don't care how dry that mud hole is. You shove that pole in there, you flag it.
Hey there, big bucko. Now that Brian Shapiro gave me the ick, I was thinking maybe you could give me the Vic. Bucko.
Oh, we have arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. I'll pot you guys up here in one sec. I have 3 cords tangled around my feet because I had to quickly get the cell phone layout back, and I'll tell you why. And it's Vic's fault. It's not really Vic's fault. It's my fault. But Vic was involved. So just give me a sec, guys. How about all of that Dragon Fist tea, my Hebrews and Shebrews? Wasn't that insane? Brian Shapiro's been having a bad week. This has been an L's week for old Bryce Shap. Bobby Ballbags, you're back, dude. Where were you, bud? All right, we're going to start right now, ladies and gentlemen. Right now. Here we are. What's up, guys? All right, now, I was telling you guys all week long that we were going to have a very special, where everything was going to be upgraded. And unfortunately, when I was on the Kewl channel and I gave him my password and everything so that he could get into the Sarah, the Sarah TV, it like kicked me out of all my system software. I just started learning it, and it took me like 3 hours to get it up. And so I was like, I can't deal with this right now. So we're going to do one more night of the cell phone stuff. But I was so excited to show you guys all the new stuff. It's very cool. It's very, very cool. In fact, hold on one sec. You guys chill right here for one moment. Okay, just one moment. La 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 la. La 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 la. Look at this, your boy Knuckly has a laptop now, and we're gonna have some real fun. We're gonna have some real fun. But yeah, so I don't know if you heard Vic, but bro, I'm so sorry I forgot to ask to set up the raid. Oh, do I have to do something for that? But input a link in my chat. Oh, that's okay. Hey, that's Vic. I'm never owed a raid. In fact, the fact that you've done it so much, I only expected you to do it like the first time. And so the fact that you do it like every single night, I'm indebted to you, bud. Thank you very much. We were going to have the upgraded show this evening, but when I gave you the password to go into my YouTube so that you could do the Sarah Tomato stuff, it kicked me out of all the systems. So I had it all set up. Then when I gave you the password and stuff, it potted me down. And I'm not going to spend the 3 hours to figure it all out. Tomorrow I'm going to do school. I'm going to do computer school. I'm going to learn how to do all of it. Like, look at this, guys. Look what I did. You can read it now. It says the Not Cool Show. Look at this. Look at this. I did this for you guys. And check it out. I changed my Venmo name. Where is it? Cash App, Josh Stop, Venmo. Not Cool Josh. We got rid of it, ladies and gentlemen. We got rid of those nasty 3 letters that signify everything that is anti-Jesus Christ. And so, we're making little upgrades. We're making little advances here and there. I actually have like a structured show tonight, guys. I would be very proud of me. I think it's a little ridiculous that you guys aren't. I have a new laptop. I have all new stuff. But because I let Vic borrow my password and username to go on the Sarah Tomato channel, it like kicked me out of everything. And it was look, all of this is Greek to me, guys. All of it is Greek to me. You could call me somewhat of a noob. But so we have a little bit of a structured show tonight. All right, let's see. Let's do roll call first. We have Maui Go Gal. Hey, mother-in-law. Bobby Ballbags. You're back. I'm super stoked. You're another mod god. Joseph Romano. You need to invert it, but that's okay. Really? Again, I thought. Yeah, you're right. Oh, you know what I did, though? Why the fuck is that? Don't worry. I did. It must have changed. My wife was helping set up. She means well, okay? Smokey Bear Bad, we are very proud, like a father watching, oh my God, like a father watching a 28-year-old son change a tire for the first time. I'm 39. I'm 39 years old. I should be dead. Isn't this like way past the time when all those famous celebrities died? Isn't that 27 years old? Jesus criminy. Joseph Romero, hi, Miss D. Miss D's in the house, y'all. My wife's here. The beautiful buxom beauty. The blonde with the big old personalities that you just love to stick your face in between. The real cranky one, no worries. We can read backwards. Good. That's a sign of intelligence. I don't think Brian Shapiro can even read backwards. Who else is here? Nate the Eagle. Welcome off, man. Everybody starts out as a noob. Yeah, but for this long, Nate, I should be giving you guys something by now. Alucard, thanks for being in the house, my boy. Your name backwards is Dracula. I hope you got that from the seminal classic, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. We got Bokifer, right? Did I say that right? Bokifer? Backwards, I'm dying. It better be on purpose. It's not. I'm just a retard. I'm just fucking retarded. It's okay. Bible, we've already said Scott, the God mod. If you take mod and if you subtract M and add the G, it's God. He's the Goderator of the Not Coolverse. Misty, thanks for being here. I know it needs to be flipped. I know it. Yeah, I'll just do it. I'll just do it for y'all, Drive Turkey, since everyone wants to yell at me for this. 3 hours to get it up. That's what she said. Hey, I'm 39, bro. It's starting to take a while to get anything working, really. Damn it. Damn it, I don't want to admit that live on the air. Corporal, thanks for being here, my man. Blueski, thanks for being here, bro. We got, dude, all the Reggie's Mezcals here. Robert Whaley, guys. Oh, Rachel Wilson's in the house. This is why Andrew took your crown back, Vic. What does that mean? What does that mean? Has Brian Shapiro not had a horrible week, you guys? There's like a whole Brian Shapiro list I'm gonna do on the channel now. He's just taking L after L after L. Let me see here. We have on the Brian Shapiro list this week. We have he took Dragon Fist TV. We found out he took him to a strip club with no strippers in it. Why? That's like going to Burger King and all you get is the Kings. There's no burgers. Why? And I can imagine Brian walking in there, getting his little pamphlet, like, all right, dude, right, guys, right? And it's just crickets in there. It's just empty. The smell is still probably there. You know that post-sweaty tuna smell, for lack of a better word. I'm sorry, this is the kids show, but for lack of a better word, I'm sure the smell was still there. It's Brian Shapiro. It's not. He could have taken him to the Spearmint Rhino. He could have gone all out and taken him to the what's that place called? Just outside of Las Vegas state lines. They had a whole show about it on HBO. I forget what it's called because I've never been. The Moonlight Bunny Ranch. But no, he takes him to. It's probably in Henderson, for Christ's sake, and it's probably also sandwiched between a Little Caesars and a liquor store, whatever strip club they took him to. And I just think that's so funny. That's so on brand for that idiot. Let's see, the lipstick liner. He puts the lipstick on his skin, or else he'll tickle the Andrew again. At least you can't tell. If nobody would have told me that, I would never have known that Brian Shapiro was wearing lipstick. Unless you're in person. Rachel's been in person with him. Is it very obvious that he's wearing like Chola lip liner? Because I think that's just goddamn hilarious. That is so funny. Who else was in the Dragon Fist TV chat today? Was anybody else there? Ones if you were. Because he's just blatantly lying in the chat. Yeah, you got all the lap dances, blah, blah, blah. I saw that. I was like, wait, that directly contradicts what Andrew just said. Who are you going to believe? Are you going to believe sweetness to goodness Andrew? Who, like, you can feel the goodness off of him. You can see the inside of his heart. And it's made of gummy bears and honor. And, I don't know, some heavenly, like seraphims. You know, the highest order of angel. I believe that's a seraphim, right? That's what exudes from Andrew's pores. There's no possible way that I'm going to believe Brian Shapiro, who goes into Rachel's DMs and says, how many beers does it take your husband until he gets drunk enough to bang you, and then lies about it on TV until he has to retract it because they show the receipts. He's a known liar. Let's not even get started into the whole Sarah Spectre of it all. And you think I'm not going to believe Andrew? You think I'm not going to believe Dragon Fist? You can F right out. You can GT the FOBS. That's both bullshit and Brian Shapiro. Because I don't know if you guys do this, but there's so much shit that comes out of Brian Shapiro's mouth. He has a little roll of toilet paper for all the bullshit, so he can just, it's really easy access. He can just pull it over and you just make sure. And that's why he probably has the lip liner, so it hides any leftover excrement that might have been spewed from the cracks of his nasty dry lips because he lives in Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's see. He promised. He said we hear a rumor that he swears to the tomato that he will do anything in his power to take the Wilsons down. To take them down. What are you going to do, Brian? You exist simply as a punching bag for political pundits to have on their show so that they can get more viewership because people enjoy watching you be, what's a good analogy? The hanging meat to the conservatives' Rocky Balboa. Just sitting there pounding you and pounding you and pounding you, and it's funny. It's fun. Well, there's nobody watching you besides the retards that watch Pushing the Limits that are just like, oh, Brian, I've never contended with that before. That was really intelligent, Brian. Thank you. I'm better for it. No, it's just retard fodder for all the pigs to slop up. Jeez Louise. Brian Shapiro, this is the end of Brian Shapiro. Ever since that Warren Smith debate, this is the end of Brian Shapiro. Everybody's feeling the fatigue. It's overexposure, and it's just L after L after L. To describe Brian's week, I would have to go la 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 la, because it's just L's. Just L's. Let's see. Scott says, Josh, Rachel beat Shapiro so bad he can't say Rachel's name without wetting himself. I know. That's why we only see him from here up, and then he cuts off the top of his head whenever his hat's off, because he's actually a dickhead, and they can't show that stuff on the internet. So he takes the hat off, and he just, this way they don't have to put the mosaic over it. This is how I get away with it. Dave O'Jackal, thanks for being here. Joseph Urbano says, hey, I don't watch. I go there to argue with an entire chat and feel better about my existence. And you should. Angela just has all the laughs in the world. Guys, can I get some ones and W's in the chat? Because we do have our best friend, Guns the Bear Jew. Right, guys? Can we get some claps? You rub his tummy. Say it with me. You give him kissies. You pat his nosy. And he gives you those classic salutes that I don't understand why does he do this? / why is it so controversial? We know why. He read Mein Kampf 2 days ago. He knows why. Salute you. This is not the Elon Musk wave. He was tricking me. He was Jewing me. This little anti-Semitic son of a bitch. It's funny because he's Jewish. That's kind of like black people get to say the N-word. I guess Guns the Bear Jew gets to just be anti-Semitic. And you know what? He's wooden, and he doesn't move. He's inanimate. It can't be that offensive, you guys. It just can't. Let's see. We're still doing some roll call here. Corporal, hey, I watch PTL. Yeah, but you watch it because it's funny. Let's see. Mezcal says, Guns invaded Normandy. He sure did. Guys. Bad Cramps Gramps, laugh my effing ass off. Look, this is a family show. We can't say fuck. We don't say fuck words on this show, bro. We don't say fuck, and we don't say it. Thank you, YouTube gods. I can say it all I want on YouTube because they're just going to censor it. You are an insufferable little idiot. I love it. You guys can't do that. I can. You can't. I can. You bunch of yucky idiots. What's next on the agenda, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, yeah, I get to plug the shirt store. Guys, let's see. My mother-in-law says he is a Jap, which means Jewish American princess. Mommy, that was funny. That made me laugh. That was very funny. Yield to me says we definitely say colored. Yeah, we say Jews of color here. I want to show you guys. Yield won one of the raffles, one of the Cash App raffles. If you guys do a Cash App, every 5 I do a raffle. I take the names that did the Cash Apps and they raffle. You guys get prizes like this. I want to show you. I got to make him a little cartoon. Tell me what you guys think.
Since I've been doing construction here in the Coolverse, I thought I'd give you a piece of what you've always wanted, Joshua. My glistening hot body with all kinds of glycol sprayed over it so you can see my mounds casting shadows over my abs. I do wonder, however, are you gay, dude? Because it's not going to happen, bro.
Yeah, that was the prize that my boy Yield gets. It was in his email. He said he didn't get it. But that's for you, Yield. That was for you. I told you guys, this dude is one tough-looking dude. I'm serious. He looks like he's the lead singer of System of a Down, man, or like Static X. You know what I mean? I would not want to tussle with him in the pit. You guys remember when we go to those shows and people would be like punching the ground, or like they get 2 of them and they do like that windmill thing, you know what I mean? Where they're just like going back and forth and you're scared you're getting kicked in the head, dude. And then like you're in the pit and then somebody punches you and they get super pissed. You're like, this is what you're doing here. This is what do you think this is? People are throwing their arms everywhere. You're going to get hit. This happens. Brian is watching it all like, oh shit, I got to reapply my lip liner. Son of a mushroom gobbler. But damn it. Fuck, I got to stop doing that. He's just licking his lips, looking at Yield's abs, and he's just getting upset with himself because how much lip liner does he have to buy? I call it lip liner because now I can't stop thinking about Brian. I think about him every day. This is why I'm getting the overexposure fatigue of one Brian Shapiro. What else we got, guys? What else we got? We're gonna have to play some skits, but I do wanna do a little news update. Like I said, it's more of a structured show. We're having a little bit of a structured show here. Perez Hilton. Everybody's favorite TMZ punching bag. I guess he's doing a live stream and he starts self-harming, just starts cutting himself, and he had to be removed by the police. I guess it took him a little bit to get out of his apartment. And I was reading up on it, and it turns out this is a trend with these leftist influencers. They're starting to self-harm each other on live streams, man. Like, how insane. And we were watching Cool Vic earlier, and what were they saying? It was the conservatives that have totally lost their party. Says the party that believes in deleting babies, open borders, cutting their little kids' dicks off. I mean, the list is endless. The list is endless. They want socialism. They don't mind communism. Half my lefty friends call themselves, I'm an anarcho-communist, even though that's the biggest oxymoron I've ever heard in my life. They're the two opposite ends of the spectrum. How are you an anarcho-communist? How do you have both no government and total governmental control? They're dumb. These are the kids that were scene kids in high school. Then they became hipsters in their mid-20s, and now they still have no direction. They still are empty inside because they have no sense of groundedness. They don't have God, and so this is what they are. They're anarcho-communists who are halfway homeless, and they yell at their parents when they don't let them borrow money on Instagram Live. Fuck you, Mom. Just like I'm sure Alan's that way. I'm sure Alan is a product of anarcho-communism. I'm sure it has to be. It has to be. Okay, let's do some skits, guys. We're gonna do a few skits, guys. Look at the bottom here. Look, there's no more bad stuff in the Venmo. It's not cool, Josh. You can just Venmo not cool, Josh, and then the Cash App is still the same. Cash App, Josh, stop, because the Venmo is not cool, Josh. And then we have the T-shirts. Look at the T-shirt. Not cool, Josh shop, or I'm sorry, the not cool shop .store. Notcoolshop.store, and we have there's a new shirt design that was released today. Let's see if I can find that before we do skits. I'm very proud of this T-shirt design, guys. I really want you guys to have fun with this, because this is the one everybody was waiting for. So if I could please find this T-shirt, this is the one that everybody was waiting for, and I was very excited. Of course, it's not here. Of course, I can't pot it up. Give me the damn T-shirt. Hold on one sec. We're getting there. Everybody, relax. There it is. Okay, I found it, guys. Here it is. This is the T-shirt that we have today. All right, ready? Look at that. This is the T-shirt that we have. It just got released today with the other. So now we have 5 T-shirts now, and this is the Not Cool Show. If you know, you know. That's all it says. It's 2 forearms rubbing. If you guys know the joke, I'll go over it a little bit later, but this is the premiere shirt in the Not Cool shop. It says the Not Cool Show up at the top because that's the show you're on. I feel like I need to tell people that. People are retarded nowadays. And then it's if you know, you know. Because I'm not going to say, this was the time when I told a joke about 2 dudes raw dogging Stormy Daniels at the same time. No. I don't have enough to paragraph that on the shirt. So we're just, if you know, you know. But I mean, you couldn't have a cooler image of this, right? This is Vic. This is Trump. The air around them is Stormy Daniels. And I'm serious, the air around them. It has to be that way. I'm probably sitting in Stormy Daniels' cavity right now. We probably all are. It's Stormy Daniels, for Christ's sake. Gross. That's probably what that smell is. Why am I in here? Hello, low. Is this Stormy Daniels' cavity? That's what you get on the Not Cool Show, guys. All right, let's do a skit. Okay, holy shit! It's time to do a skit, and we have a whole bunch. A lot of them are they're repeats, but not everybody has seen the skits. And so, at first, let's do the Oh wow, There's a lot to contend with here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's find ways to make more money at your job. Again, thank you for being here, guys. We're gonna do a cattywampus. No, we're not. Be a professional, you degenerate.
Are you sick of making wet poops for money at your stupid loser job? Wish you could make some extra money while you're working? Oh, then try these 3 extra steps to make more money at your job. Number 1. Throw your coworkers under the bus. Mr. Anderson, I think Tina's stealing money from the register. How do you know? Because I found this 20 right behind her ear. Number 2. Offer to bang your boss. Hey, Linda, you're looking super sexy today. You want to bang? Promoted. Number 3. If you're feeling extra confident, rob the place.
Polly, tell him to come over here, bro.
And you'll be
we'll talk shit about Sarah
at your job.
I just made a rather disgusting Stormy Daniels joke. Yeah, Polly, get him over here. If I can make a joke about all of us existing in Stormy Daniels' cavity, we can talk about Sarah Tomato. She's disgusting. Here, tell her to come over here, and I'll have this playing. While everybody's piling in, and we'll all be better people for it. There's no way she won't love this. It's about her, and she is a narcissist. She probably would love this, even though it's awful.
Hey, Coolverse, I'm Sarah Tomato, and I'm here to present to you my plastic surgery transformation. Before. After.
Oh my good God. Have him come on in. That's funny, though. I probably would do that, too, if I was Andrew. My feelings aren't even hurt. If I left Cool Vix, everybody came here, I'd be like, wait a second, I gotta go drop by. I gotta go somewhere real quick. I got to make a pit stop before I go to the Not Cool show. And it's to go slander and eviscerate and see how many verbal lacerations I can put into that rotten tomato before anybody else. Maybe Andrew comes in with a jug of bleach and just pours it into every single little slit. Why not? Why not? Kari says, the before gets me every time. It's like a raccoon after it got ran over and then reanimated by a necromancer or something. That's great, Kari. She's one of my mod gods. Thank you very much, Kari. Be Cool 2.0 says, her stream is boring. She's just sitting there painting. Who does that? If you guys don't know this, Kendall, listen to this. The Rotten Tomato, do you know what she does on her streams? She literally has people watch paint dry. I don't even think she thought, I don't even think that's an ironic joke. I think she's like, it was like, oh shit, that is a joke, isn't it? Yeah, I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose. People just come to my stream to watch paint dry. Like, dude, come on. The Not Cool show has been a show for 15 days exactly. And we get 50% more viewers on average than Sarah Tomato. With some of these raids, sometimes 180% more than Sarah Tomato. And the retention is actually pretty high. I have an 80% retention rate. An 80%. Dude, Tomato pitted herself down. Oh, she did. She did. Can you give me the skinny on that, Uncle Victor? Can we do that? I wish I had the damn phone on me. I really want you to just call in and just be so funny. She shut down when Dragon Fist called her out. Dude, why would you do that? If you're going to tell the lie, stick with the lie. Look, I don't want people to lie. I don't think it's good to lie. But if you're going to tell a lie that big, it's like the Hitler lie theory. Why wouldn't you just stick with it? When Andrew comes in, I'd be like, you're a liar, Andrew. You're a liar. I love Andrew and I support him 100%. But why wouldn't you just stay on course? Because now everybody has to know, but that's not, no, you could show the color blue to these lefties and have every piece of evidence in the world that this is the color blue, and they will still scream in your face it's purple. They will still scream in your face it's purple. So no, I'm wrong about that. She's going to have her fans and they're never going to stop, but they're simps. They're people that actually think that Star Trek Insurrection stretched-faced alien with the 8-inch long eyebrows, longer than Brian Shapiro's dick, they still want to simp and cuck for. You know, and I think I use cuck in the right way. I've been learning from Brian Shapiro's vocabulary lately. Polly Shortcut says, she put on music and turned away and is now painting and is literally stream watching paint dry. It's like she has a handbook for everything not to do when you're trying to retain an audience. But what do I know? She's been doing it for 2 years and she's still ridiculously relevant. I could probably provide the best show on the bottom, on the bottom barrel. I consider myself bottom barrel YouTube, kind of gutter YouTube. Say I provide the best show on gutter YouTube. And she'd still beat me. She'd still beat me because people like that, they sign deals with the devil. They do. I was telling you guys, demon possession is not like Reagan from The Exorcist, like la, 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 spit and green stuff. Demons are deceitful. They're sneaky. They don't want you to know they're doing it. And so it's people like Brian Shapiro, where when you say prayer in front of them, it repulses them. That's how you can tell. They might have a demon inside of them. Vic says, ha, 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 you're cucking me up tonight, Josh. I know, but don't worry. There's a lot more cucks to come. Okay, cool, Vic? I love you, bud. We have the new story time coming up. We have the Not Cool story time, and then we also have Conspiracy Corner coming up after a few skits, of course. Let me read some of these. Prague says Sarah is a succubus. No, she's a cuccubus, Prague. She's a cuccubus. Scott says, whenever liars panic, they really mess things up. Scott, you're the goderator, and you're fucking funny, bro. You are funny. You are the opposite of Sarah. You have really cucky good jokes. They're good. It's a cucking good time when you're here, Scott. Let's see. Maui Gogo says, amen. Nate the Eagle says, laughy face, laughy face, laughy face. I'm very familiar with that emoji, bud. Bobby Ballbags, it's another one of my mod gods. It says, Vic. Well, he's right here, bud. You don't have to keep question marking. Captain Planet says, what? I believe you meant cuck, Captain Planet. I believe you meant cuck. Bobby Ballbag says, ouch. Cool Vic, I just saw that. Scott had some emojis. Polly Shorts, W Dragon Fist, W Bradley, and W Socrates. No, it's cuckrates. Or soy cucks. Cucky good joke. We're having a cucking good time. This is cucking awesome, dude. This is cucking. We're a bunch of other cuckers in here having a cucking good time. We're just cucking good jokes, dude. It's having me cuck up. And, we're just, this is what it's all about. This is the power of the Coolverse. This is why you guys come here. This is the power of the Coolverse, guys. Cash App. We have a Cash App right here. It's like the little Disney ball. Cash App, Josh Stop. Venmo, Not Cool Josh. T-shirts at the notcoolshop.store. Cash App, Josh Stop. Venmo, Not Cool Josh. T-shirts at the Not Cool Shop store. Right, guys? Right? Vic, what the cuck yield? What the cuck? Sarah, the failure at succubus. It's cuccubus. Reading the chats backwards just messed my whole world. Are the chats backwards? Do I have the chats in here and they're backwards? What's exactly backwards here, guys? I know it's this. I know this is backwards. Didn't mean to do that. I flipped it. I put the image up here. It was flipped. I came back down, and it is not the right way. Guns and Cash App, lol. Cash App is backwards? Guns? How do you know that guns is backwards? How can guns be backwards? Here, like this? Like this? Like this? You are such a cuck, dude. You are such a cuck. Reverse, yes. Yes, Dave O'Jackal, guns and Cash App. My mother-in-law says you are funny. Mommy, you have to say that. But seriously, you stop being a cuck, okay? You are just cucking around town right now. You are just cucking with those little fingertips, all these little cuck words, and we can't have that. We have to pot the cuck down. Pot the cucks. Pot cucks, okay? Let's do another skit, guys. Venmo Josh Dom. Na 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 na.
An abortion? Tara, come on. There's a cute little baby in there. Why are you going to have an abortion? Because I'm broke and my life sucks, Josh. I don't think it's right to have somebody live in such horrible conditions, especially in this day and age. Oh, please, let's test that logic. I'm going to ask you a question. You're not going to change my mind, Josh. I am pro-choice and you will hear it in my voice. Oh my God. Look, you hate ICE and you don't support borders. Why do you think that migrants should illegally come into our country? Because where they live is gross and poor. They're just trying to get out of a bad situation. Most of them are just seeking asylum. Oh, so these people live in a horrible situation? Kind of like what you said your baby was going to be born into? Oh my God. Uh-huh. I think you've just changed my mind. We need to nuke Mexico. Oh no.
Oh! Wow, my disgusting sister. We're obviously twins. If you guys couldn't see the family resemblance, it's there. I think it's in the eyes. I think it's in the chin. It's not so much in this area here, but but like right here and right here. That's really what people say where the most family resemblance is. Yield says that he found his cartoon. Well, that's cool. I'm glad that it was just you being stupid and it wasn't my irresponsibility. I appreciate that, bud. I'm just kidding, Yield. You are way tougher. You actually have abs. You could kill me by looking at me, Yield. I am just kidding. Look at this. Look at this. That's Vic, and the other one's Trump. Guess what they're doing? Guess what we're all doing? We're spending some time in Stormy Daniels' cavity because it's this big. We're in it right now. You don't even realize it. That's what the smell's been. That's why it's so damp lately. Hello, low, low, low. Michael Avenatti? Naughty, naughty, naughty. He's in prison. Let's get this off the screen. Let's do another skit, guys. Like I said, we have a little bit more of a structured show. But, guys, we have Cash Apps. Have my jokes not been appealing to you? Right? Look, while Sarah's cucking on the other stream, allow me to cuck for the Cash App, Josh Stop, Venmo, Not Cool, Josh, T-shirts at the Not Cool Shop store. Cash App, Josh Stop, Venmo, Not Cool, Josh, T-shirts at the Not Cool Shop store. Okay, usually, look, I know I have a good one. If Vic cucks himself up in the chat and he's like, hey, that was really cuck. And I was like, that's how I know that it was good. So I'm going to have to come up with another jingle. I'm going to have to come up with another melody for this tune. I thought it was good. At least phonetically it fits. At least within a melody, it makes sense. There was not like another half note. And I don't go flat. I sing incredibly well, you guys, right? What song am I really good at? Amazing grace, how sweet the cuck. That's what you get at the Coolverse. It's the power of the Cool. That's why you're here. Because you get exclusive humor and content like this. You don't get this anywhere else, guys. You could go watch paint dry and eat cucks at the tomato store, or you could come here and get quality original content. You guys have never laughed harder. Even though I can't see you guys, I know that milk is spraying from your cucks right now. I know it is. I just know it. Nate the Eagle says musical notes. Those aren't words, but I can't read that. What am I supposed to do with that? I'm just kidding. You're supporting what I just did. I appreciate that. Kendall says 4 non-blondes. I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I say, what's going on? And I said, cuck, cuck. You don't get this anywhere else. You guys, Cash App. Cash App, Josh Stop, Venmo, Not Cool, Josh, T-shirts at the Not Cool Shop store. Okay, you know what? That's all I can do. That's all I can do for you guys. I don't have anything else. Bad Crabs Grab says, play Freebird. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys have 12 minutes so I can phonetically vocalize all the instruments for Freebird? Cuck. Cuck, no, I'm not doing that. That's 12 minutes of my life. Go watch The Devil's Rejects. That's really the only time you can watch that song in its entirety and you don't get bored out of your mind because that movie is an A++. Prognos, he's LOLing his balls his cuck off right now. Do it, pussy, Kari says. Do it, you fuckface. Do it, you stupid cuck. No, that's okay. Thank you. My wife forgets that if she doesn't knock, it scares the shit out of me. Do you guys have that where if somebody walks in, you're just like, bah, even if you're not in the middle of cucking off? You know what I mean? Okay, I got bored with trolling Sarah. That's what I mean. Have them all come here. Because we can have them watch the video where we show the before and after of Sarah before she had $15,000 worth of plastic surgery and after, and why she wasted her goddamn money. Because all that really happened is I get to make jokes like, her eyebrows are longer than Brian Shapiro's cuck. That's it. That was the only value that $15,000 worth of plastic surgery gave her. That was it. Dave O'Jackal, I feel like I've made Dave O'Jackal laugh more than anybody else in my life. And it's happening. It's happening. Guys, do not leave. If we get cut off, do not leave, okay? I just got the warning, but I'm going to be right back. When Vic does it, it takes like fucking 15 minutes sometimes. I don't know. There's something that tells me that when Vic does it, he's like, all right, I have a chance to go to the bathroom. I'll go and get some, high C from the kitchen. Maybe I'll tuck the kiddos in. I'll say hey to wife for a sec, and then I'll come back and I'll put it on there. No, not me. Not me. That kiddo can stay awake for the rest of the night for all I care. I'm here for you. I'm going to come back right away. That's the value you get with the Not Cool show, you guys. Joshua says, no, bro. Sarah was arguing with Andrew and I, and she literally closed the video and then stopped even reading the chat. She fucking cucked herself down with her own cuck. It was cucking pathetic. Dave O'Jackal says, you're a classic, Josh. Got tears in my eyes. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, my baby's mama's mama don't like me. She have like doing bush for neighborhood some studio trying to fight me. She need to get East America by taking lights out. That's my house. I disconnect the cable and turn the cuck. A Capri Sun like Dusty. Does Dusty drink? Is Dusty a grown man drinking Capri Suns? Does he do the thing where he flips the Capri Sun upside down and thinks it's cool that he can put the yellow straw through the bottom? What are you supposed to do with that, Dusty? You can't stand them up that way. You're just going to have this little ramp of Capri Sun for your tech decks, and you won't even be able to drink it practically. Yeah, that's a practical thing. They do that on purpose. Dusty, you are a child. You are a fucking toddler. Jubilee. That's what Pauly Shortcuts has to say, Jubilee. I'm sure there's context to that. Let's see. I know Angela Watermelon Felon. Thank you so much. Look, we have Guns. Guns says, thank you. Thank you, Angela. Even though I think Josh is a piece of cuck, I'm really, really, really happy because now I get to eat because this fucker never feeds me. The stupid never feeds me. I love you, YouTube. Every time I try to save faggot, you save me. I get to save faggot, and you don't get to. I do, because YouTube saves me, you bunch of faggots. Ha ha! Every day, baby. Boom, boom. All right, you rub his tummy. Say it with me, guys. You give him kissies. You pat his nosy. And then, of course, thank you, Angela. Thank you. Zig! Balsistes! Thank you. Thank you, Angela. But now you are the number one in the running for the 5 Cash App raffle. And look, the Venmo doesn't say naughty things anymore. Cash App, Josh, stop. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You bunch of cucks. I'm not going to do it. Josh says, my fridge is full of Capri Sun, so I'm a not say much. I like Capri Sun. What I'm saying is Dusty does the stupid thing where he turns it upside down and then puts the straw through the bottom of it, and then now he just has a tech deck ramp. Because they're triangular. You can just, Dusty probably fingers his skateboard more than he fingers his wife, right? There's probably more fingers on Dusty's tech decks than in the entirety of Stormy Daniels' career. Hello. Michael, right? Disgusting. Oh, did I miss you? Okay, Pix pairs. Watermelon Felon Pix, you guys. Thank you, Pix. Now we got 2 in the running. Thank you. You rub his tummy. You pat his nosy. You give him kissies. And then you get your salutes. Thank you, Pix. Dude, that's the power of you guys. It's not even that cool. It's you guys. Joseph, how's it going, bud? I always love seeing you, bro. And some new comments. Bobby Ballbags. Woo! Who was that wrestler that would do that? Woo! Rachel, did you do Watermelon Felons too? Rachel, well, you guys are being so generous right now, but it's because you can either go to the Tomatoes channel and watch paint dry and watch her turn off her own lives because she can't contend with the lies that she just told. Look, Hitler taught us people this a long time ago. If you're going to tell a lie so big that you want people to believe it, you stick with it. You don't give it away. The number one way you're going to give it away is if you start spurging about it. These stupid cucks, these basket of cucks, these dirty little squeaky rocking chair fucking cucks. They don't get it. Just stick with the lie. Ric Flair, that's it, Corp. Thanks, bud. Woo! Thanks, bud. So, back to the show, you guys. Brian Shapiro sucks, and he's a stupid fucking cuck. And according to Rachel, there's going to be a lot more L's that he's going to take in the form of content that us people that live our lives around thinking about Brian Shapiro every single day and figuring out different ways to make fun of him, we're gonna get to disseminate some of that. I guess we're journalists, because that is news, and we disseminate it on a public forum according to the first pillar of the First Amendment. That's all it takes to be a journalist. Let's see. I think there was another watermelon felon. Progtologist. Thank you, Prague. Thanks, guys. Guys, this is touching. I think that's 4 watermelon felons, 1 more until we get to do the raffle. And we have guns here. He is anti-Semitic, but he is also an inanimate wooden object. I'm not sure that's offensive, but say it with me. You rub his tummy, you pat his nosy, you give him kissies, and then he gives you the salutes. Du hast mich. I only say that. That's the only German I know. I don't think Hitler ever did that. I don't think Hitler started Rammstein. I don't think so. But they did have really naughty music videos. I wouldn't recommend watching them. Also, do you guys hear that? We are definitely inside of Stormy Daniels' cavity. Look, this is Trump and this is Vic, right? They did this. But the joke's on us. She's had such a career. I think we're all in it right now. Hello, low, low, low. Michael Avenatti, naughty. That's why it's been so damp lately. That's why the weather's been like it's been. That's why the smell is the way that it is. And no meteorologist can figure it out, but that's why you come here to the Not Cool show, because we will spill the tea on what's actually happening out there. And there, my friends, is the conspiracy corner. Good night, everybody. I'm just kidding. We're still here. Cash App, Josh Stop, Venmo, Not Cool, Josh, T-shirts at the Not Cool shop store. That was for you, Uncle Victor. That was for you. Also, Andrew. I think Andrew's here. Andrew, you are here right now. Yeah, and Watermelon Felon, Polly Shortcuts. You guys. Thank you, Polly Shortcuts. All right, come on. Here's some joke. Oh shit, that's my chair just broke. Here's some joke about guns. You rub his tummy and you pat his nosy. You give him kisses. And I guess I'm the Oompa. I guess the joke's on me right now. I guess I've officially become the watermelon cuck. My own chair just cucked me down. I got cucked just now. Sempiternal Chaos. Their Deutschland video was pretty good. Yeah, well, Kendall says the only German I know is Ich bin ein Frau. I don't fucking know. That's cuck. That's cuck speak. Don't cuck in here like that. Nate the Eagle says W. Rachel. I got a cat quack. Says Lappies. Let's see. Cool Vic says thanks, Josh. Rachel says I bought my You bought T-shirts, Rachel? Which ones did you buy? I can't wait till I get the actual computer up and running. I feel so stupid right now. Hey, guys. I feel like Wilson from, what was that show, Home Improvement? Like, here, Tim, here's a bunch of advice that you should probably take, but when you go and relate to somebody else, you're going to cuck it all up, and then your life's still going to be in ruin by the end of the episode. My name's Wilson Wilson. This was actually not the greatest gimmick, but it turned into one. Just like Guns, everybody. Guns is here. He's the inanimate, racist bear. You rub his tummy, you pat his nosy, you give him kisses, and you remind him that he's currently residing in Stormy's member. We're here, Stormy. You can't hear us. I'm sure we're cucked down, but we're here. I guess you're like our mommy. Birth us. Get us out of this disgusting dank pit of despair. Stormy. I can't find Michael Avenatti. I think he died. I think he's dead. Anyway, hashtag save us. Worsenary, welcome in. He says, Rammstein rock. Watch the Lemon Fur videos. I know. I'm aware of what these videos look like. Rachel says, it was so hard to choose, but I felt like it would be weird to buy too many shirts that reference... You just made me realize how many shirts in my store are referencing double penetration inside of a porn star. I didn't even think about that. I'm just thinking it's a funny joke. I'm thinking that's over 50% of my merchandise in the store. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's why Rachel's here, guys. I have to get high. This is terrible. Here, you know what? I'm gonna bring you guys down here, okay? I can't. Rachel, that is so goddamn funny. My word. Hey, it's like nothing ever happened. Joshua says, hey, Josh, I'm actually Willy Wonka IRL. If you send me your address sometime, I will send you some candy to open and eat on stream. It makes myself no roof. You know what? I've learned my lesson from giving my address on the internet and then eating candy that I get from unknown sources. I've learned my lesson on that. This would make the fifth time, and I have to stop. I have to stop doing that. Let's see, Clayton Grant Gordon, 1881. That's a hell of a name, bud. Josh is just about monetized. I know, guys. I hit 13,000 subscribers today. I did it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Clayton. You just reminded me. And you know what else? I'm like halfway to monetize. We've been open 15 days. We get more views than Sarah Tomato. We're almost monetized. And you guys finally get to do the Cash Apps. I have great plans for memberships. And we have another Watermelon Felon, Cap'n Planet. I wish I remember the theme song from that. I just remember that my mommy didn't want me to watch it because it was about like, for some reason the recycling message was bad. Somebody could tell me why Christian mommies didn't like Captain Planet. I can't really contend with that right now. But let's see here. Where'd you go, Guns? Where'd you go, honey? Oh, honey, I know. I'm sorry. I know you live over there. I'm sorry. Shh, 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 shh. Guns, guys, thank you for the Watermelon Felon. You rub his tummy. You give him kissies. I love you, buddy. And then he does the little salutes. He knows what this is. He's not tricking anybody. You guys look at this. Guns was telling me I should do something like this. I can't think of anybody in history that ever had a mustache like this that would be controversial. I think Michael Jordan. I think what was that old actor's name? Charlie Chaplin. So I think I could pull it off. What do you guys think? Especially doing like the little salutes. We're going to think about it. It's not cool. I'm not cool, Josh, but I was cool and then I met Vic and now I'm not cool. Kendall says, Captain Planet, he's our hero, going to take pollution down to 0. Cuck it down. Take all the cucks and cuck them right down to hell. We call it the 4-finger stash. Well, like I was saying, when Dusty takes his little toddler Capri Suns and turns them upside down because he thinks it's cool to stick the yellow straw through the bottom like he's a badass, but then he realizes he can't stand them up anymore, and now all he has is little tech deck ramps in the form of Capri Suns, then he takes, his Capri Suns get more fingers than the entirety of Stormy Daniels' career. It's true. Cash App, Josh Staub, Venmo, not cool, Josh. The t-shirts, cock in my store. Chaplin was the king. Let's see. Oh, we have another sale in the store, guys. I hear I'm pretty funny for a woman. No, you know what? You're hilarious for a woman. You are look, you are so funny for a woman, Rachel. You're starting to like climb up to Dane Cook territory. So, you're almost like 50% a funny dude. No, I'm totally just kidding. You are much funnier than most. You're a hilarious person. Rachel, you're a hero. You're a legend. We all look up to you. Don't you notice when you come in here and no matter what's on the screen, all of a sudden the chat just becomes like a Rachel swarm, like Rachel. If I was a creator and I was like really like coming into my stride on my point and it was becoming the crescendo of my whole idea for the night and I was really going to send it home and I could feel the momentum of the audience and then Rachel Wilson comes into the room and everybody's just like, what? I'd be like, Rachel's awesome, but son of a bitch. That's who you are, dude. You gather that much attention from it, and I love it. I love it when you're here. You are awesome, Rachel. The fact that Rachel Wilson comes and says hi, that's ones and dubs for everybody. Nate says, Rachel Wilson, have you heard of F. Leonardo Joni? She's also funny for a woman. As disappointing as a Capri Sun without a straw, then you got to knife it in the side. That's true. Or like a frozen Capri Sun. Okay, I am afraid of Rachel. Well, that's too bad. She's very sweet. Nate says, yeah, she's funny, but not Dane Cook. I mean, it's better than Carlos Mencia, right? I mean, at least I gave you Dane Cook. At least the dude's why most people get into comedy. Good night, everybody. I'm just kidding. Let's go down the line here. Worst scenario, Harold Lloyd or Buster Keaton are better. I mean, I'm like a Shane Gillis guy, right? I mean, my favorite comedian of all time is Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald, period. End of story. Dragonfist, not cool, Josh stream. Thanks, bud. Dude, I was watching your streams all day. I couldn't believe that Brian Shapiro came into your chat and just lied. You just got done giving all the tea, telling all of the truth, and he just went in there and lied. He just went in there and just like, there was nothing clever about it. There was nothing like he could like attach so that it would kind of like make people question like, I wonder who's telling the truth here. He just lied. You were like, hey, purple. And he went in there and he was like, red. Nothing you can do about it. That's how stupid this guy is. He's a fucking retard. Let's see. Joseph says, mine's Patrice O'Neill. Yes, rest in peace. Angela says, Dragonfist TV, hello. Angela, I love that. I love my mods, guys. I have the best mod team this side of the Coolverse. I love it. Let's get a skit in here. Guys, really, thank you for all the t-shirt sales. Thank you for the Cash Apps. This is getting ridiculous tonight. We are going to do a Cash App raffle. I don't think I forgot about that. We have some new people in here. I just want to show them the new shirt today. This is the new shirt. It's the Not Cool Show. If you know, you know. That's all it says. This is the Not Cool Show. This is the, if you guys were there, you remember this. And it's if you know, you know. They say that you shouldn't put inside jokes on merchandise, but I think in this case, it's perfectly fine to put inside jokes on merchandise. Okay? All right. So go to the Not Cool shop, buy the brand new shirt. It's available today. Rachel's kind of the one who got me to reminded me that I should probably do that design too, because I was going to just stop at the dragon heads. And she was like, you're not going to do the forearms? I was like, yeah, you're right. And then I did the forearms, and she came in here and like, more than half your store is double penetration jokes. Like, you son of a bitch, Rachel. I know why you did that. I'm on to you. Just trying to make me look like a cuck, dude. Just coming in here and cucking on my stream. Just cucking around town. Making me look like a total cuck, dude. Fine. I'll make you watch a stupid skit. That's what you guys get.
Thanks for having me. I'm really excited about this potential position. Let's begin. What's your biggest weakness? Probably that I work too hard. Negative.
Oh no, Joshua, I'm gonna take your chocolate, and even though I've never met you, we're gonna do that.
Missed messages, Joshua? Wait, how do you handle conflict? I always communicate openly and resolve issues calmly. So you calmly yelled, "It's a left turn signal, Kendall! Get it together!" in the lot last Thursday? That was a teachable moment. Let's talk strengths. Why hire you? Because I'm innovative. I think outside the box. Right, and to you, putting your cereal in before the milk is innovation. It reduces splash. It reduces your chances of being hired. Last question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Hopefully here, growing with you guys. Great answer. Now explain this Google search. How to fake your death and start over in Canada. That's not mine. It's not. It's mine. You're hired. Wait, what? Because if I have to go down, I'm taking someone with me.
Shut up, Josh. Shut up.
Thanks for having...
I'm not interested in you anymore, stupid skit from a long time ago. I just read something that really caught my attention. All right, we have Rachel Wilson doing the cry laughs. That can't be... I'm not that funny. Somebody else probably had to have said something. Unless she's laughing at herself because she's like, that's right, I did go in there and I cucked all over his face. I told him that all he has in his merch store is mostly double penetration t-shirts. And then he professes himself to Christ every day. That's great. That's great. I get to contend with that after everybody's gone and I'm just here with my thoughts. I just get to hear that. That's fun. It's still better than what Brian has to do every night. Well, I don't know. He probably rather enjoys cucking off to himself with a mirror over his bed, staring into his own eyes, wondering why nobody could be as beautiful as Brian Shapiro. Stupid son of a bitch. All right, let's see here. Desperation and Seething. That's fantastic. So this is what initially got me distracted from my skit. Dragonfist TV. Sarah was whispering. Well, where'd it go? Oh, come on. Sarah was whispering. Are they gone? Is that true? Dragonfist, you said that's all they got left. Remind me what that was all about. You should pop back in there and be like, I'm still here. Bitch, I'm still here. I'm a cuck all over you. I'm a cuck your face, bitch. They're not gone. I'm here. Look over your shoulder forever. You stupid stretch face, Star Trek insurrection, stupid ugly looking alien, bad faith, manipulative, disgusting, poop brown-eyed, butt-stained, never got bleached, never got that beehole bleached, gross yucky cuck. No, the variety's good. Well, thank you, Rachel. Cash App, Josh Stop, Venmo, Not Cool Josh, T-shirts at the Not Cool Shop store. But it didn't. Dragon Fist, Josh, fuck her. No, I have a wife. Kendall, Dragon Fist is suggesting that I have coitus with another woman with 8-inch eyebrows. That's bigger than my pee-pee. You will get jealous. I know. I'm just kidding. I know. It's just a joke. I try to set him up and knock him out. I'm the only one here. I don't have a nunchuck. The closest thing I have is the inanimate racist Jew bear. But I do want to read your comment. Fuck her, she's just going to lie, and if we call her out, she's going to walk away. Yeah, but you know what? This is why I love capitalism, especially late-stage capitalism, because I get to take my daughter out in public, and then especially in Pride Month, we get to see all the gay shit everywhere, all the gay-as-aid stuff, as far as the eye can see, and I can look at it and be like, hey, look, see that store? Nasty. Don't ever go there. See that store? Good people, mom and pop shop. You need to be able to isolate the evil so that you can show it to somebody and you can dismantle it through words, because that's why free speech exists. That's why it's great. That's why they want to control it. That's why they want total government control. And that's why I say fuck the regulations, baby. You're on the Not Cool show and you're in the Coolverse. Woo! Ric Flair. I have to get some sleep. Good night, Nate the Eagle. Thanks for being here, bud. I love, really, you're always here. You don't have to. Watching my stream with all the technical difficulties, I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's like doing chores. You know, you shouldn't come to a stream and mow the lawn, but at least you're not coming here and watching the fucking paint dry. Are you serious? That's right. This is original comedy you can't get anywhere else, you guys. This is the Not Cool show. I'm Not Cool Josh, and you're going to have me at least for the next 25 minutes. Cash App, Josh Stop, Venmo, Not Cool Josh. I got to read it to say the rest. I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. Hooked on Phonics worked for me. I have to rely on words. I can't just memorize stuff. Who does that? So I never made it in Hollywood. You guys, I hate that I have to keep humiliating myself and reminding myself why I fell short of every goal I ever had. Guys, when you're 39 years old, your dreams start expiring one by one by one by one. I'm not 25 anymore, okay? Maybe you guys can go out tomorrow and smell the roses, but it's not going to smell like roses. It's going to smell damp and dank. It's going to smell a little like we're on the inside of a certain cavity member, okay? Dragonfist TV says, laughy cry face. It's cool. That's the face I make when I poop, because pooping feels good. It makes me smile. But also, I usually have fecal impaction. It's like passing a softball every time I take a shit, and I have to get those glycol injections. You just shove it right up there and squeeze. Wait 15 minutes, get the bubble guts, and release. Cash App, Josh Staub. You only get this humor in the cool verse. Scott says, 32 out of 46 likes. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, get on the likes, guys. Subscribe to my channel. What am I doing? Am I a clown? That's what I'm doing. I'm a jester to you, right? Because you go to Cool Vic for the substance, you go to Dragon Fist for the tea, you go to Rachel Wilson for like the amazing feminism talking points, and then at the end of the night, when all is done and you guys are ready to stop cucking her and you want to let loose, take your shoesies off, turn your brains off, let's go watch The Monkey on the Not Cool Show. Thanks. Great. No, really, I really appreciate you guys. Cash Apps have been great. We're going to do the raffle still. I thank you for the t-shirts. Prague says, hey, Ange, good to see you. I never got one of those from you, you cucky mushroom gobbler. Dystomyopia, we come here for the poop stories. God, I got a good one. I got to get that remark. Okay, let's get that out of the way now. Oh, we got another order. Thanks, guys. We got another shirt order. We might run out. I mean, seriously, I did not, like, this is humbling. We might actually run out of supplies. That's wild. You guys, I've never felt like this before. This surreal feeling where it's like, damn, I've tried to do this for years and it's never caught on, especially when I was just exclusively James Ripton, which, by the way, guys, James Ripton is taking over a stream on one of the nights of this week. So just be looking out for that. It's going to gauge whether or not James should stick around or not, honestly. All right, let's do the story time. We're going to do the story time. I hope everybody stays for this. It's Vic. I hope you're here. Rach, I hope you're... Guys, I hope my wife's here. So I used to go to camp. I went to Christian school camp when I was in my early teens. It was Camp Rosalie, and it was in the mountains of Colorado. And I had this camp counselor named Jason, and he was not a huge fan of me. I joke a lot. I'm edgy, especially back then when it was the cool thing. I'm from the American Pie jackass generation where it's like, how offensive can we be? But anyway, so I go to Camp Rosalie, and on the first night, they're getting real serious. They're doing this like whole seminar thing where they're getting real serious about why we're at camp, why we're at Christian camp, to learn why it's important. And me and my homie Thomas, we just wouldn't stop. They had those wooden benches that like curved up in the back and were enclosed, so you could fart and it would really project. Like, I mean, it would be like, "Bwah!" Like a death metal band. And so we just kept doing it. We're like obscured in the middle of there was a ton of people there, and it was just dead silent. I mean, you could hear a pin drop, and then just like the loudest, most monstrous farts that you could possibly hear. Like, you could see people get like people from behind, like, their heads, like, just it would scare them, these loud farts. And so Justin, even though he didn't know it was me, I mean, he could probably figure I was involved somehow. So night 2, while we're at camp, occurs, and they did this whole anti-gay thing. It was early teen camp, so they did the whole anti-gay seminar thing. And so I happened to have the cabin with the youth leader Justin, and so me and my homie Alan, no, not that Alan, other people can be named Alan too. We in the middle of the night, like, I got in his sleeping bag, and then we like fell asleep like facing each other, even though it was really hard because it was super gay. But just thinking of Justin waking up and then just seeing me and Alan just like facing each other in the sleeping bags at camp, and it worked out just like I thought it would. He was furious. He was like, "What the fuck?" Like. He was not happy about that. And so the night 3 happens, and we're supposed to do these skits where we act like each other. Like I was Thomas Stipe, and other people were other people. But Thomas Stipe was a nerd, and I got assigned Thomas Stipe. And so I just started kind of like making fun of myself during my skit, and I just got progressively meaner and meaner and meaner. And like, I'm hearing a bunch of laughs, and then I like look up, I cuck myself up and I look around. They're not like laughing, looking at me. They're like pointing at Thomas and like laughing at him, and he's like crying. I was like, oh my God, dude. So Justin's getting real mad at me at this point. So like on one of the final nights, Justin's been pissing me off all week. So I took a dump on a paper plate and I put it inside of his car. I didn't know he was going to immediately know it was me. And so I went to his car and I cucked my pants down and I took a dump on a plate and I stuck it in his car for overnight. And then the next morning, he wakes up and you just hear it. You hear it from the woods. He's not supposed to say the F word, but he said it. What the fuck? And so he knows it's me. He knows it. And then there was a couple tattletale kids. They're like, yeah, we heard Josh talking about that with Matt Hups. And he was like, Josh, does your mother drive? And I was like, I mean, yeah. And he was like, you're going home. It's like, it's the last day, you cuck. And he was like, you're going home. And I'm going to make an example of you. I'm going to make an example out of you. And so I'm just standing. I'm like getting scared. Like, I'm going to get in trouble. But my mom heard what I did all week long. At 13 years, I was going to get in trouble. And so my best friend was standing right behind me. And he's like, his dad is the youth pastor of the entire church. And so he's just like, no, Jason, it was dog poop, dude. Because Jason brought like 2 dogs with him. And I was like, Matt. And he did that thing where he had to like elbow me. And I was like, yeah, it was dog poop, Jason. That was dog poop. And then his wife, who really had a soft spot for me, was like, Jason, it was all this over dog poop. God. And I think I might have hurt their marriage a little bit after that. But that's what happened. I got away with it scot-free. And that was the most fun time I ever had at Camp Rosalie. Good night, everybody. I'm just kidding. That was story time. We're going to do that at least once or twice a week. That's Josh Stop story time. There are so many poop stories. You're not going to understand it. You're not going to understand it. You were going to think that all I did my whole life was just be fascinated with poopaloos. But that's ones and dubs for my poo-poos. I think that guy still probably hates me to this day. And then his partner Russ Falacci got to go and be in a whole bunch of commercials, and that's something Justin wanted to do, and so he hates his life double. Justin, if you're watching this, fuck you, man. That was me that shit in your car, bro. I took a shit in your car and I got away with it, and your wife vouched for me. You stupid cuck. Cash App, Josh Stop, Venmo, Not Cool Josh, T-shirts at the Not Cool Shop store. Let's watch a skit. Oh, you guys like this one. Let's do it. I don't feel good after that story. I don't like right. I have silence. I mean, I know that the chat's still here, but I feel like there's silence in my head. I feel like I fucked up telling you guys that. I feel like that was maybe a story I should have saved for later. Maybe I should have built up the whole Josh Staub story time. Like maybe get you used to my personality for a while. Maybe like, oh, okay, so when this guy was younger, he really used to push it. And, it is what it is. Daddy, no!
Coolest guy I know. I want to be seen with you. Oh my God, son, look, just get out of the car and go to school. It's right there. Dad, school's a couple blocks up that way. What are you doing? I get it. I've been your age once. You don't want to be seen with old Dad, so... No, Dad, really, it's okay. You can pull right up to the school. I don't mind. Son, it's okay. I remember trying to be cool. I'm not trying to be cool, Dad. Besides, you're the coolest guy I know. I want to be seen with you. Oh my God, son, look, just get out of the car and go to school. It's right there. I just don't get it, Daddy. Why? Because you're a fucking nerd, okay? You're a giant fucking nerd, Jared. Daddy, no! I used to go to high school with Chad Gins, and I know his kid goes here, and I won't be caught dead dropping off a little nerd like you. Chad Gins? His son Brian Gins is the biggest bully ever. He pulled my underwear up over my crotch the other day and everybody saw my giblets. Yeah, and I would too if I was his age, you little easy target. I don't care, Daddy. I love you. I want to be seen with you. Brian Gins is the worst kid ever. I dedicated my life to be like Brian Gins. Don't you talk about him like that. Me and his father used to pull so much tail at the school, and that's all I want for you. Daddy! Now get your nerdy ass out of the car, and don't you tell anybody that I dropped you off. Daddy, no!
Daddy, no! That's the best part of the skit. I could do without the entire rest of the skit except for giblets and Daddy, no! That was one of the only skits that I didn't script. I just went in the car and I just went back and forth and tried out different things until I edited it down to that. And that's how it goes. Typically, when you work really, really hard on something, you're going to get mid results. But it's lightning in a bottle comes when you're just like riffing. I guess it works like that for some people. You know what I mean? Let's get another skit out of the way. I think I've shown you guys. Let's keep the marker one. Let's keep the marker one at a minimum. Because I feel like that's starting to get stale, like Brian Shapiro. Overexposure.
James Ripton. Hello, Instagrammers. It's me, James Ripton. And I wrote an album. Well, I've never met a man that I didn't like. 3 weeks of a week makes me feel alright. Always want to drive them up 55 to insanity. There's never been a better time to feel alive. 4 tricks to the barrel, so I take a dive. Giving every motherfucker to be my mind. There's no gravity. I've never made it all the way to the high dive. On my shoulders, when my nose makes you wanna die. All the faces on the ground makes you wanna cry. It's just not me. Well, damn, that first part was pretty cool. I don't really know what to do in this middle part here. I don't really know any jokes. I just kind of put it here thinking I could do something clever, but I'm out of ideas, honestly. I've never met a man that I didn't like. 3 weeks of a week makes me feel alright. All of us wanna drive them to 55 to insanity. There's never been a better time to feel alive. 4 drinks in the barrel, tossing a dime. Giving every motherfucker to be my vibe. There's no gravity now.
Is that true, Bobby Ballbags? Do you think you've seen him before? Yes, Prague. I don't really own a Ouija board. I bought a Ouija board for this video just so I could put gay. You guys, next time I show the video, be looking, I just go G-A-Y, and then I look at the camera like, are you proud of me? Gay! Bobby Ballbags, I want to know that because I've been wondering if somebody was going to... James Ripton actually used to be kind of a popular character about 7 years ago. Yeah, were you on Instagram, Bobby Ballbags? Were you on Instagram, and every once in a while you'd see some dude just do the whole, hello, Instagrammers, it's me, James Ripton. This stuff gets funnier the more you see it. That's how James is. Look, James always kind of puts people off at first, Dragon Fist, until you see about 4 or 5 skits, and then it just grows the fuck on you. And like the Everybody Loves the Universe, after a while you're thinking about Sock Ripton and how cute he is, and how you can't grab a beer with Bird Ripton, you know what I mean? You'd all cut Teddy's head off if you guys could. No, it's gay. Thanks, Maui. Blue Aqua Tiger. I like the music, understand none of the lyrics. It's not a bad little song the more I hear it. Poly Karaoke Fun, Dystomyopia. Bobby Ballbacks, I still want to know if maybe you do remember James Ripton from Instagram. Josh, I still like our man on the street reporting on Bryce Shapp. Yeah, no. I still have a lot of no-cap Bryce Shapps planned. As a matter of fact, I think I showed one the other day. Did you guys see where is it? Do I still have that up here? It's the one where I challenge Brian, and I really want to, somebody tag me. I really don't think that Brian's going to do anything about this video if he ever saw it. I think that he'll probably just be like, I'm way too important for this. Fuck that cucking mushroom gobbler. He probably cucks for his dad. And what? What are you saying, you dumbass? You know, you cuck for your father. You're a mushroom gobbler. I don't know, but let's do this one. We're probably going to end skits after this, though. Then we're going to contend with our last little bit of stuff, and then we're probably going to call it. It's getting late.
Telling me to wear a mask at the grocery store? Bitch, I am a mask. Ah! No! What's wrong, Sock? You can talk? What happened to you? Where's James? Hello, Sock. It's me, James Ripton. What's going on? You killed Teddy! What? No, I didn't. I mean, I may have stabbed him 8 times and then cut his head off and mounted it on a trophy plaque, but it's not like it did anything. He talks more than ever now. And if it makes you feel any better, Sock, I'm dead too. It doesn't.
What? Sorry, I can't answer that, honey. All right. Corporal, are you trying to call me right now? That scared the fuck out of me. All of a sudden, my ass started vibrating. My wife got the notification in the other room. I'm sorry, Corp. I'm not answering calls right now. Serious talk. Do you want to go back to serious talk? My serious talk was Brian Shapiro today. My serious talk was Brian Shapiro and the amount of L's he's taken this week. You know, we found out that he wears lipstick. We found out that he doesn't know how to use the word cuck. We found out that he lied to Andrew Dragonfist TV live on a stream today. We found out that he takes people to stripperless strip clubs. And as Vic put it, which I absolutely loved, was when Vic was like, you'll get the best of tap water on the house, on me. Of course, because that's what you get when you're with Bryce Shapp. Bryce Shapiro watches. I know. Did that? Okay, so was she rubbing up on this other dude? Was she rubbing up, or was she actually touching peepees? Did she think there was a fire and she was looking for the closest hose to put out the fire? There shouldn't be many. We're inside of Stormy's cavity right now. There shouldn't be many fires. The amount of thickness in the air, that's not stale. This is just moisture everywhere. I mean, see, if you took like a shirt and you were just spinning it around in here, it'd be nice and goopy. 3 rotations easily. Blah. It sounded like it was over the pants jerking. Are you serious? So she was doing over the pants cucking? She took his cuck and she was cucking it over the pants? That's unbelievable. Dude, she is so gross. What a degenerate, bro. What a degenerate. She stole that jawline from Johnny Bravo. That's the most prominent jawline I've ever seen. Cash App, Josh Stop. Which reminds me, we gotta let's quickly do the raffle, because we've been in here for an hour and 16. Vic's like, an hour and 16? I just did a 5-hour stream and you're crying about an hour 16 minutes. I'm sorry, Victor. You have all the stuff. You had people come into your show. I don't have anybody. The best thing I can do right now is pre-record interviews. Like, remember the interview I did with you when you were at DebateCon? And I was just like, all right, so here's the questions. Just film yourself doing the answers, and then I will film myself doing the questions, but I'll make them funnier. I'll punch it up. They'll love it. So, if you guys if you guys ever get an email from me saying I want to do an interview with you, don't worry. You don't have to make time. You don't have to wonder if the right day is clear. You don't have to wonder if this is going to be an in-person gotcha. I'm going to send you the questions. You get to film the answers yourself. Hell, you get to do whatever makeup and wardrobe you want. And then I will record the questions separately. I make them funny. I'll make it look like I asked something else sometimes, and then you're just spurging off in another cucking direction. But then, put the mask behind you. That's not a mask, dude. That's just a tin plate from Spirit, because I got to quit Spirit Halloween finally. We got more shirt sales, guys. Thank you very much. God, geez. Thank you. Punch it up, fucker. So Smokey Bear. I'm still mad at you, Smokey, from that time that you lied to me about how you were dying in the chat, and I literally had to break character, and Intel was all mad at me for breaking character, and I was about to call the police for you, because I actually love you guys. Like, I'm not just here to grift. I actually enjoy the company. I actually feel a connection with a lot of you. I know, I'm just kidding. I'm totally just kidding. I'm super just fucking with you, Smokey Bear. Super just kidding. All right. Yikes. Let's do one more skit, and then we'll get out of here. You guys. We'll do the raffle, then we'll get out of here. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Oh, hello, Instagrammers. It's me, James Ripton. And today I thought I'd do you all the favor of interpreting the internet. Number one, all body positive really means is I want to post slutty pictures of my butt for likes, but I'd much rather be called brave than be called a whore. Oh, and fat chicks. Fat chicks post hashtag body positive because they're insecure about their weight. Number two, Instagrammers. There is no number two. Meaning that the internet is filled only with whores. And that's awesome.
It's not awesome. It's not awesome. Did you know that if we didn't have premarital sex and people stuck with one partner, we wouldn't have STDs? We would have never have had the AIDS epidemic in the 80s from all those mushroom gobbler cucks. Just wait, guys. Find your one person. Even if it's not great at first, it will get better. And if it's not that case, it'll be the best sex you've ever had. Just wait. Just wait. Be Bobby positive. Be that little cuck Bobby ball bags and stay Bobby positive. Funny, all the body positive BS went bye-bye when Ozempic came out. I know, right? As soon as Ozempic came out, the ones that didn't want to use Ozempic died off because they're hideous and they were dying. They were dying. Just like I'm considered obese. I'm dying right now. Although I don't use Ozempic. I'm one of those weird guys where I can lose weight and gain weight. I'll be 135 pounds one year. I'll be 215 pounds the next year. And there's just no rhyme or reason to it. Usually when I gain the weight, it's when I remain sedentary and I just eat snacks in bed at nighttime before I go to sleep, thinking that all the digesting will help me lose weight. Joshua says, asking for a friend. What if one of our person is already married and writes on his headset with a Sharpie? Oh my God. Kendall? I'm just kidding, Joshua. I'm just kidding. Don't come in here. You'll scare me. Man, 80s glasses, talking me back. Man, 80s glasses, that's taking me back. I know, right? Well, I mean, they're just aviators with the lenses popped out. That's all it is. Those cuck gobblers, those mushroom cucks, those cucks, those cuckity cucks. No, real people who love their sheep a little bit too much. Oh, yeah. So you're talking about the people in West Appalachia, where I believe Brian came. I have this theory that Brian was actually born in West Appalachia and in one of the communities where cousins are very fond of each other, but they still think gay is really bad. Like, they'll fuck their cousins, but they still hate gay. Like, they hate it. Like, they're homophobes. They hate, and that's why mushroom gobbler is a very regular part of his vocabulary. And so he hid his tennis. He hid his love for tennis from everybody, because how does the village contend with somebody who plays tennis if the village hates homosexuals, right? If they hate kids, then how are they supposed to contend with this cucky little git, right? And so that's why his dad said, you just need to leave. I will cover the whole thing. I need you to go to Las Vegas, because that's the city of dreams, baby. And you come up with a radio show. You can call into your mom and I, and you can ask us how our sex lives are. You can tell us about the herpes you get out there. But I don't want something bad to happen to you. All right, you little mushroom gobbler? I don't want to say this in front of anybody, but I love you. All right? And I would never say this in front of anybody, but I'm proud of you. Go out. Get that tennis scholarship, you little get. I hate Brian Shapiro. All righty. Going up the list, Bobby Ballbags, ha ha ha. Nick Nakademus, thanks for being in here. Clayton Grant, God damn it. I can't wait till the computer comes up. I can't wait. What did Smokey say? Wrestling buddies redeems me. I don't get it. I want to get the jokes too. Angela, why would you even kiss me, Josh? Would you even kiss? Would I kiss? Well, I don't know.
If you kiss somebody that shares your first name, is it even gay? You know, it's like the whole cloning yourself. If I clone myself and we 69'd, you know, we just puzzle pieced each other like God intended. Is that really gay? If I just cucked right into my own mouthy, is that gay? Hi, kids. It's bedtime. Santa Claus isn't real. Alrighty, guys, we are going to end the skits for today. Skits are over. We did Conspiracy Corner. We did a whole bunch of new segments. We did the Josh Staub Story Hour. We did the Bryce Shap of the Week. We even did some news. So I guess all that's left is we're going to do the raffle. And for this raffle, I'm going to make a cameo for you. So whoever wins this, I'm going to make your own personalized cameo. It's not going to be as generic as Brian Shapiro's, where, you know, Cool Vic very graciously got me a Brian Shapiro cameo for my birthday. And it's funny, though, because I was 39, but Vic told Brian Shapiro 34 for the 34-count felon thing. Like, Vic sprinkled in all kinds of Easter eggs for Brian Shapiro to see if he'd catch on, and he didn't. And guess what Brian Shapiro started with? Can you guys guess? Could you guys guess for all the shekels in Cash App land? He started with, life's short, Josh. Life is short. That's how he did it. That's how he did it. And you know what else he did? On that same cameo, do you know what else he did? I'm friends with Tim Pool, Alex Stein, Michael Knowles. He did like 18 bingo card items. I'm gonna have to clip it for you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow night, I'll show you the Brian Shapiro cameo that Cool Vic got me for my birthday this year. It was brilliant, and it was worth the wait. It was very, very funny. Cool Vic is a very sweet guy. I'm happy that he's one of my buddies now. All right, we're gonna go ahead and life is short, Prague. Life is short. We're going to go ahead and do a raffle for y'all jive turkeys and all of your Cash Apps. I really, really appreciate it, guys. I couldn't appreciate it more. We have Joe Rach, Sweet Sunset, Pix, Vic. Vic, thank you. I didn't know you did, Vic. And then Darren. Let's go ahead and get the wheel out. It's the wheel of color. We don't say colored wheels. Here, last night we decided we're going to stop saying color things. We're going to say wheel of color. We're going to say marker of color. They're not colored pencils. They're pencils of color. You guys are going to have to learn. Nay, be educated. I'm here to educate you. You guys can call me Not Cool Nema from now on, okay? By the way, I want to give you guys a little bit of tea. Brian Shapiro is a racist. Brian, you're a racist. Rachel, thank you. All right, we're spinning the wheel. Come on. All right, spinning the wheel, spinning the wheel, spinning the wheel. Who is it? Who is it? Rachel Wilson. I don't think she'll care. Rachel Wilson, you won. Yeah, Rachel Wilson, if you're still here, you won the Cash App. You won. It's very funny. It's very funny, right? Because like she gives a shit about a Cash App raffle cameo. You know what? She was just on Joe Rogan last week. But Rachel, you won. You won the cameo from Josh Staub. So be ready for that email, you mushroom gobbler. Yield to Me says, Dystomyopia, I got my cartoon, check you spam. Oh, yes. I'll show you guys that again. For the new people, this is what Yield to Me won. He actually won. He won a raffle. He got a cartoon. Just like I showed you guys Angela's song yesterday. This is what Yield won for winning the Cash App contest.
Since I've been doing construction here in the Coolverse, I thought I'd give you a piece of what you've always wanted, Joshua. My glistening hot body with all kinds of glycol sprayed over it so you can see my mounds casting shadows over my abs. I do wonder, however, are you gay, dude? Because it's not going to happen, bro.
Yes, the Venmos are added. They absolutely are. They're just rare. They're rare, and when I have 7 people on the wheel, it's a 1 in 7 chance. Disto, yes, buddy, yes. Last night when I said all of the prizes were going out, that undertaking became insane, insane. I'm glad most of them were songs because a lot of people got their songs yesterday. Yield got his cartoon, but we're gonna have to be expediting some of these processes. But I wrote all of your names down on a notebook. I'm crossing them out. I mean, Yield thought he was never gonna get his cartoon, and he did. Okay, he did. So. That's the power of the Coolverse. You can trust Not Cool Josh. I said I'm not cool. I didn't say that I'm indignant little cuck. All right, guys. Hey, but we had some fun. We had some lulls. We had some laughs. Tomorrow I will finally get all the upgraded equipment. It's here. Look. This is for that. This is it doesn't look like much, but this is a very expensive laptop, and it's happening. It is happening. Thank you very much, mods. Oh, Intel. The Cash App's right down here. Look. Cash App, Josh Staub, Venmo, Not Cool Josh, T-shirts at the Not Cool Shop store. Which, I mean, it's the end of the show. I appreciate it. I'll stick around if you want to throw a cash app. That's very nice of you. I feel bad though, because it's not like you can't get it. It's not going to be like a raffle. Listen to my voice. It's happening, you guys. We're at an hour and a half. This is the worst it's been in a while. I'm going to have to actually do vocal exercises. This is what Brian sounds like when he's done just going to town cucking and gobbling Donald Trump's dick. This is how it sounds. This is what he does. All right, here, we're going to do it again. If you were serious intel, the Cash App is $Josh Staab. STAAB. That's all it is. I told you where it is. I got it back. I thought you didn't want it. I really was about to email you and be like, dude, why'd you make me do this? But it was a return to sender. So that was my bad. I'm going to double check the address with you. It did go out. You can ask my wife. She was there. She's the one that has the giant personalities. Okay, Rachel, be looking for your cameo. You won the raffle contest cameo. Clayton Grant Gordon. Josh is in a deep underground bunker. I told you guys. I'm Wilson. And we're not in a deep underground bunker. We're in a deep stormy cavity. We all are. We all are. Okay, guys, I love you. God bless. You all are not cool. All my mods, you did a great job. Vix, thanks for hiring me. Rachel, thanks for being awesome. You won the contest. Everybody else that I spoke to, you guys have no idea how much all this means to me. I'll say it every day. I know it sounds cringy. I'll say it every day. I value each and every one of you. It's an unbelievable time doing this show, and it's only going to get better. I'll see you Mushroom Gobblers tomorrow. So, go cuck off.